In today's episode, it's princess time. Tell me I'm pretty. Welcome to Haul Yeah Comics. My name is Nate, and I have issues. And today's issues, I think I picked up pretty much every which way I can get a comic book. Some of them I got by digging through dollar bins. Others I got in trades with other YouTubers and collectors. Some I bought online on Whatnot, and others were just gifts from friends. This is just kind of a hodgepodge of all of these books that I picked up, and I'm ready to show them off. But make sure you stick around to the end, because one of the gifts I did receive was from Steven, Collect06 on Instagram. He sent me all 16 issues of the Amethyst Princess of Gemworld ongoing. And I think I'm gonna showcase those covers in a montage at the end rather than hold them all up individually. And maybe play around with my video editor a little and check out some of the transitions that I've got. You know, make it really tasteful. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you some books that I picked up at Half Price Books. The first is Firestorm, issue number 38. I love the title of the cover here, Pop Goes the Weasel. I don't know if this is the weasel from the Suicide Squad or not, but I do know that like there was a weasel and a hyena. He had a couple of different animal-based rogues. So this one, I am putting this run together. So this is definitely a book that I needed, and great cover. I was really happy to pick it up. Oh, this next one, I actually got this at my local comic shop. This is Brave and the Bold number 148. It's Plastic Man and Batman teaming up to save Christmas from the mob. Tagline on this one is "The Night the Mob Stole Christmas." I collect Christmas covers. I'm sure I'm going to throw this one back in my Christmas cover collection so that I can pull this out for my Christmas video this year. This one's very cool. Up next is Superman number 697. This is a great crypto cover. I picked this up for $1.50, and right now I feel like anything with crypto on it is kind of like going through the roof because he appears in the new Superman trailer for the movie coming out this summer. So to find this for $1.50, I didn't hesitate to grab this. It's one that I didn't have. Great cover. I'm excited to add it to the collection, give it a read. Oh, this next one. Did somebody say John Byrne? This is Superman Batman Generations 2, issue 2 of 4. If the title's not confusing enough for you, I don't know what's happening in this. Now, granted, I'm starting in issue 2. I bought this because it was an Elseworlds title, and it looked like, some Silver Age fun. I also noticed Deadman was on the cover, and I'll pick up almost anything with Deadman in it. This says it goes from 1964 to 1975 in whatever Elseworlds universe this is, but I gotta tell you that some of the stuff that's happening in this John Byrne written and illustrated book, it concerned me. Now, in this particular issue, let's start with this moment where Batman and a teenage Batgirl, see if I got that in frame there, Batman and a teenage Batgirl kind of come upon each other and start fighting. Now, you notice she gives him like a flip there, flips him over, and then they both flip behind the couch, and then they stay there. And then she has this little caption down here where she says, "You know, I could get grounded for this," because she's a teenager and he's a grown man, and I think they're making out behind that couch. That's the implication. That's gross. She doesn't need to be grounded. He needs to be arrested. And then, that's not even all. Like, I don't know what issue it is, but somebody I was talking to about this, my friend Eric, he sent me a picture of from this book where Lana Lang is 14 years old, and she's asking Superman for a real kiss, like, not just a peck on the cheek, she wants a real kiss, and then old man Superman obliges her. So I don't know if I want to pick up the rest of this. It's just kind of weird and icky. It's definitely a product of some time. I don't know. I'm going to have to find out more about it. If you know any more about this book, please leave me a comment below, because I would like to know more about like where this came from, how this was put together, and how it was received when the series came out, because just from what I've read so far, it's not okay. As a palette cleanser, I did pick up a couple of really cool like reprints. So this is a Flash, giant size Flash 80 pager, and this one has like it reprints origins of Elongated Man and of Kid Flash. Mr. Element down here, I'm not sure if he's like, I think of Dr. Alchemy, so maybe he's like a precursor to Dr. Alchemy, but there's a Gorilla Grodd. This is really cool. I collect the Silver Age Barry Allen Flash run, and so I'm really interested to be able to read these stories, especially the ones that are old that I don't have. Like, I don't have the first appearance of Elongated Man. I don't have the first appearance of Kid Flash. So I'm really excited to have these in a reprint form that was $1.50, a lot more affordable than the original books that these would have come in. And then the last pickup that I made at Half Price Books was another great one of these giant reprints, and this one is Giant Weird Secret Origins. So just take a look at the characters on here. We've got the Spectre, we've got Dr. Fate, both of those being some of my favorite of the DC magic and occult characters. But we also get Enchantress, El Diablo, Animal Man, Metamorpho, but I think my favorite is Kongorilla. Kongorilla is such a, kind of a ridiculous character. I believe it's a guy who turns into a gorilla. I can't remember. It's been a while since since I've read anything or seen one, but I feel like he used to be a backup feature in a lot of Silver Age books. So this was very cool, and those were the books that I picked up at half price. In trade with Chris Parker, now he's somebody you would probably know if you've been in any like comic book community live chats. He's always there. He leaves comments on videos as well. I had sent him a couple of books. He's actually sent me some things before as well. He and I have traded books back and forth a few times, but this one I thought was, or these two are particularly cool. So the first is a digest reprint. So these little like Archie Digest size books, but they're DC. I used to get these a lot at the grocery store when I was a kid, and I don't know why, but that part of my collection just did not survive. So this is a reprint of Adventure Comics number 492, and I think that these are just really cool because, they're like pocket-sized books, and this one's in really good shape. So here on the back we see, I love this Spectre fighting the demon. So this has a reprint of this particular Adventure Comics issue that has a Shazam story and a Supergirl and Legion story, but then also on the back there is, there's an Aquaman, a Black Canary, and a Golden Age Sandman story as well. Oh, and the Spectre. So this is super cool. I was really excited to get this, and I knew he was going to send me this. I did not know he was going to send me this next one. This was a bonus. I love the Daniel Warren Johnson current ongoing Transformers series. It's really good. This is issue number 1. This is the second printing. They've done like a million printings of this book, and for good reason. I mean, people want to read it. If you like the Transformers like at all, it's a book I can't recommend enough. I love his art. I love the stories that they're telling. I'm only on, I think, the second trade in terms of where the storyline is, but I don't have the floppies, so this was really cool to get, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Chris. All right, did somebody say John Byrne? What about my friend Mr. Akins? He was kind enough to join me on my giveaway stream, and he gave away a ton of books as well, but then he sent me some more books. Doesn't he know I'm trying to get rid of them? So he sent me 3 Warlords that I needed, which is awesome. So up first, I've got Warlord number 44. I like anything with the cat character in it. She's a shapeshifter, and this is a Mike Grell cover. It's just awesome. I love the, if you can see it there, Warlord with his gun. He has his one gun when he lands inside Sakaris, the Hollow Earth, and he only has a few bullets, so the fact that he's using his gun is kind of a big deal. He also sent me issue number 65. Again, we've got the shapeshifter character, and this is very Errol Flynn, right? Like swinging in on a rope. He is such a hero here. So both of those two are from the Mike Grell era. He also sent me, this is not a Mike Grell cover. It's not from the Mike Grell written era of Warlord, but man, is it a great cover. And I didn't have this one either. This is 106. This has Warlord in a big hero's pose with this crystal skull. We were just talking, Matt from Matt Likes Comics and I, about how like you could do an entire collection of just skull covers. This could be something that you hunt down because there's so many. And if you were putting together a collection of skull covers, I think you'd have to include Warlord 106 because it is awesome. My friend Eric sent me a Deadpool number 67, not because I love Deadpool, but because he knows I love Dazzler. And this is just a great cover with Deadpool on roller skates. Dazzler having roller skates is so stupid and so awesome at the same time. And I love that they're at a roller rink, so this is really cool to get. This next set of books I picked up on Whatnot, but not from some random auction. I picked these up from my friend Haden, the Next Gen Collector. He has started selling on Whatnot. So He had sent out a message that he was going to do his first show, and I went ahead and popped in. I wanted to support a friend, and you know, if supporting a friend means I'm buying some comic books, well, all the better. So I popped in, and there was one particular book that I knew he was selling that I wanted to get. And in addition to that, he had a few more that, you know, were kind of on my radar. So I picked up a couple. This is from the Tinian run of Batman. This is Batman number 106. Kind of a cool cover. I got this for $1, you know? I mean, I cannot pass up a Batman book for $1. So even though this wasn't a run that I was like really putting together, like whenever I see a Batman book I don't have, I pick it up if it's $1. Something else I showed earlier, I was picking up, I'm putting together the run of Firestorm Volume 1, and I kind of started putting together the run of Volume 2 as well, because I'm constantly finding those cheap. Well, I didn't even know this run existed. So this is Firestorm number 1 from the New 52. And I do like it has both Jason Rush and Ronnie Raymond on the bottom as Firestorm. And I'm wondering, like, you know, Firestorm is a character who, like, is a teenager and a scientist whose mind come together in the body of the superhero. And I'm wondering if both of these Firestorms are going to somehow merge together and become this Firestorm. I really don't know anything about it. It's a cool cover, and for $1, I was going to pick this up all day long as well. This book is cool. So Nightwing by Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor's run on Nightwing has been fantastic. I have picked it up in trade. I've read the story. I love the story. It's so good. It's one of the best Bat Family titles out there. I take that back. It's the best Bat Family title out there. But I don't pick it up in floppies, with the exception of every now and again. Like back here, I've got one of the meme covers on my filing cabinet. This is the first appearance of the character, the villain, Heartless, who is a major antagonist in the early part of this run. So this is Nightwing number 81. I don't remember what I paid for it. It was a fair price. It's an awesome cover, and it's in really good shape. And the book that I did want, like the book I was hunting from him that he had showed that he had and was going to sell, another book that I've read in trades, but not that I ever intend to pick up as floppies, and I still don't, but having the first issue of it, I think is pretty cool. This is Justice League Dark, issue number 1. Again, I'll get anything with Deadman on the cover, and I think Justice League Dark is a really cool title. You know, anything that features the occult, the mystics, the magic characters from the darker corners of the DC universe, I'm all for. So, you know, Swamp Thing, Detective Chimp, Constantine, it's quite the crew of people that show up in this book, and it's really cool. And I got this, again, like for a very fair price. I think I paid $10 for this, and it's in beautiful shape. He sent it to me in a Mylar. I mean, hell, those are like $2 a piece anyway, right? So I was really excited to get this and all of these books from him. And in addition to those books, he did send me a Simpsons trading card. Now, I don't know if I can get this to focus or not, but it's the Simpsons doing the Mambo or something. And then on the back, you've got like a puzzle piece. If you had enough of the trading cards, you could put this together and it would be like a picture. I don't know if this is something he does for everybody in his auction, but I thought it was kind of cool, you know, like crack open a pack of vintage trading cards and throw one in with every order. Kind of a cool little thing to do. I'll put a link below to not just his YouTube channel, but also his Whatnot store, because he's somebody that you can trust and somebody who you should check out if you do buy on Whatnot. As I said at the beginning of this video, I got from Steven all 16 issues of Amethyst Princess of Gemworld, the ongoing series. Earlier, I received the 12-issue maxi series and a 4-issue mini-series and some specials and annuals from my friend Eric at SideQuest Comics. I think between the two of them, I now have all of the classic Amethyst run. So instead of me holding all of these up individually and saying, look how cool this is, even though, I mean, seriously, look how cool this is, let's show these off how the 80s intended with a princess-style montage.
Wipes besides Star Wipes.
Why eat hamburger when you can have steak?
I'm taking my name off this thing.
Itchy. So itchy. Okay, the stupider you feel, the funnier it probably is. So it's probably funny. I don't know. Alright, one more time. Tell me I'm pretty. I feel like an idiot. Okay. That's the intro. Boom.